entertainment bullseye every week with her hard riding. Straight shooting. And suspense.
I remembered, Annie. I was way out in Bear Canyon, and all of a sudden, I remembered.
Remembered what?
That today was the day that you promised to bake those chocolate walnut cookies for me.
Not for you, Lofty. They're for Tag.
Oh, Annie. No, Annie, I think you're spoiling that kid brother of yours.
Oh, and I'm not spoiling you. Is that it?
Why, you couldn't spoil me. Why, I thrive in attention, affection, and your delicious cookies.
All right. You may have two.
Only two?
Well, I don't want to spoil that waistline of yours.
Annie, I'm positively skinny. Like a mosquito, look.
It's more like a honeybee to me.
Honeybee? Your honeybee?
Oh, Lofty, you're more of a problem than Tag. Say, maybe I am spoiling him. You know, his school grades have been pretty bad this term.
It's spring. Besides, he's having a lot of fun now that he and David Malloy have become such pals.
Yes, I know, but David doesn't get along well at all in school. Of course, David doesn't have any father. And Tag doesn't have any father or mother.
You more than make up for that, Annie. Why, you're as good a mother to him as you are his sister.
Thanks, Lofty. I do wish David and Tag would pay more attention to their schoolwork, though.
Oh, I think they do. I bet they're both slaving over a hot school desk right now.
Davy! Where are you, Davy? Hold it! Somebody's coming! Hey, wasn't that your mom with my sister? Yeah, I guess she hitched a ride from town. Oh, I thought she was looking for you or something. You mean more trouble? You never know about women. They're always worrying. As long as they do the worrying, we don't have to. Come on, let's swim. Hey, we better be getting back to school. Mr. Prince doesn't like you very much, and you don't want to make it worse. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Thanks for the lift, Annie. Oh, wait, I'll give you a hand. You know, Mrs. Malloy, it's amazing how well you and Davy have managed these past few years.
It's been a tough struggle. Being a widow woman is bad enough. But when you've got a growing son in need of a father... Oh, by the way, has Tag mentioned anything about the trouble Davy's been having in school?
Well, he did say something about Davy and Mr. Prince not getting along, but, well, they probably just rub each other the wrong way.
Well, thanks again, Annie.
You're welcome.
Gee, it sounds like it's coming from your house. We better go see.
You scared me.
Sorry, I heard the shots. What's wrong?
A prowler, he just rode off.
Well, did you get a look at him?
He was too far away.
I'll check outside.
What's the matter, Ma? You all right?
If I get one more scare this afternoon.
We heard shooting, Annie. What's the trouble?
And where did you hear the shooting, Tag Oakley? From school?
We weren't playing hooky. We were on our way back to school.
On your way back? Just why did you leave in the first place?
It was lunchtime. We got an hour off. You know that, Ma.
You're supposed to eat lunch on the school grounds.
Oh, it was so hot. We figured it'd be cooler down by the stream.
Oh, I see. And I suppose a big black bear came along and pushed you both in while you were sitting there. Is that it?
Oh, Annie, we just want to know what's going on.
I'll tell you what's going on. You are, both of you, right now, right back to school. Now get.
You heard what Annie said. Get.
Guess we better go.
You think we should have written excuses for them?
No. They've got to learn to assume responsibility for their own decisions.
You're right.
Did the prowler take anything?
Yes, my strong box.
How much money?
None at all, just my papers. Deed to the property, insurance, land title, and stuff like that.
Why would they want anything like that?
Well, it beats me.
Say, we'd better get this place straightened up.
Oh, I don't want to put you out.
It's no bother. I was just going over to the Smith's place to see the new baby. That can wait.
There we are. Now, if Robert will please come forward and show us how you... Never mind, Robert. I shall be gone for just a few minutes. I want absolute silence during my absence. This is just what we want, Bart. This will give us a way to force her out.
You know, there's still a record of those titles and deeds in the courthouse.
Yes, we'll take care of that over the weekend.
Isn't that a little risky?
For what we're after, it's worth the risk.
All right, Professor.
And don't worry about the widow getting sympathy when you contest her legal rights. I'll have her boy in so much trouble. By then, she won't want to fight.
Is putting some into the well. Maybe he's keeping something cold. Mom always keeps a crock of milk that way.
On your feet, David Malloy.
Yes, sir.
Did you enjoy a leisurely lunch?
Yes, sir. I mean, I guess I did, sir.
You know the penalty for being late?
Yes, sir.
Step forward.
Stop it, sir. You can't do that. It isn't fair.
What was that, Tag?
I was with Davy at lunchtime, and if he's to be whipped, then I am too.
I fail to follow your logic. This boy's been the ringleader of trouble in his school for a long time. If you were tardy, it was only because of his bad influence. Now sit down and mind your own business. I've had about enough of you, David Malloy. I assure you I shall do everything I can to have you removed from this school and placed in a reformatory.
Lofty.
Oh, hi, Annie. I was looking all over for you.
I'll just bet you were.
Honestly. When I couldn't find you, well, I was just...
You were just so hungry that you had to eat some of my cookies to keep from fainting.
That's right, Annie. Well, not exactly fainting, but I was feeling awful empty. And your cookies are so good, so delicious, so nourishing.
And you're so large for such a small boy.
I didn't think you'd mind if I had one.
One?
Oh, I guess it kind of stuck to my fingers. Yeah, I was looking for you, though. See? Here's the paper.
Thanks. Hey, Lofty, look at this.
Special school board meeting. At the request of teacher D.A. Prince, the school board is holding a special meeting today to consider the case of David Malloy.
If you want me, Annie, I'll be down the street playing marbles.
Oh, Tag, I want to talk to you a minute. Lofty and I have been hearing things about the school.
About Davy Malloy and the teacher, to be exact. Just how bad is Davy?
He's no better than I am.
You mean worse than I am, Tag.
I mean, I'm just as worse as him. When he was switched for being late yesterday, I should have been switched too, because I was with him.
Yes, I know.
Well, why should Mr. Prince punish Davy and not you?
Guess he just doesn't like him, that's all.
Well, I'd sure hate to be disliked by him.
Mr. Prince met with the Board of Education this morning. He talked him into sending Davy away to reform school.
But Davy's my best friend.
I know it, Tag. I'd sooner face a stampede than bring him in.
Yeah.
Run along, Tag. I'm sorry I asked you about Davy now. It makes us feel even worse.
Might as well get it over with.
Do you mind if I come along, Lofty?
Thanks, Anne.
Thanks for warning us, Tag.
Well, Dave's my best friend. I don't care what anybody thinks. He's getting a bad deal.
Where will you boys stay?
We'll be in Red Rock Cave, down there by the stream.
Well, be careful.
The Board of Education issued a writ, Bart. Let's ride over to the widow's place to make sure the sheriff gets the kid.
Just a warning, Deputy. Go away.
You know what we've come for?
I do.
Did Tag tell you?
Let's say a friendly bird told me.
You and the boy come into town. I'm sure we can work this out.
That's right, Mrs. Malloy. Public sympathy's bound to be on your side.
I'm not so sure. That Eastern school teacher's got everybody moonstruck.
I'm asking you to be reasonable, ma'am.
No woman is reasonable when she's losing her son. Now go.
I can't make war against widows and kids. If it means handing in my badge, I'll hand it in.
You won't have to, Lofty. We'll just tell the Board of Education that we couldn't find Davy.
Gone off without the kid.
That ought to cinch the case against the boy. Meet me at the well at 4. We better go after those court records tonight.
I didn't shoot you, sir. Honest, I didn't.
I know you didn't. But you better get Davy.
But you don't think he did it, do you?
That doesn't matter. It's what others are going to think.
Well, Tag's with him.
I'll take care of that later. Right now, I want to get Lofty to a doctor. Feeling better, Lofty?
Sure, Annie. Doc says I'll be up and around right away.
Oh, that's wonderful. You know, the more I think about it, the more I believe that somebody's after your property.
What would anyone want with that old dirt farm?
Has anybody made you an offer?
Why, yes, my neighbor, Bart Stacy.
What'd you tell him?
Well, I told him I was saving the property for my boy. Wouldn't sell under any circumstances.
Well, it's about time. Where have you been anyhow, Tag? No, don't answer that. I wouldn't want you to lie to me.
Gee, what happened to Lofty?
He was shot over at Malloy's place this afternoon.
Gosh, that must have been the shots I heard. Do you know who did it?
No, we're not quite sure, Tag, but a lot of people might have good reason to think it was Davy.
It couldn't have been. He was with... it could have been Bart Stacy. He came riding down the creek real fast from the Malloy place, right after the shots. Gee, I'm hungry. Got anything to eat?
There's some things in the icebox. Make yourself some sandwiches.
While I was gone. Lofty's been shot. Killed? No, just wounded. He's up and around. Who did it? Remember we saw Bart Stacy riding down the creek this afternoon? Well, I think he did it. Because when I was making a sandwich, I heard your mom say he wanted to buy the farm. Now, I guess you couldn't expect no good from Stacy. Seeing who he's friends with. What do you mean, who he's friends with? You remember yesterday back in the schoolhouse? He was talking with the teacher. Yeah. And right after that, Mr. Prince put something into the well. Are you thinking the same thing I'm thinking? I guess so. I'm thinking I wonder what's in that well. Yeah. Can't see more than a couple feet in this thing. Do you think you can lower me down on the bucket? If you're game, I sure am. All right. Can you manage? Sure. All right, lower away. Far enough? Keep going. Hold it! See anything? Can hardly see you. Pull me up, will ya? Keep quiet, Tag. Somebody's coming.
I just got in from town. They got the widow, but the boy's still out.
Good. What about the courthouse?
Just like you figured. No one around on Saturday.
If we can get those records tonight, you can start action Monday morning by making her another offer.
Suppose she still refuses.
Then we'll point out she has no legal claim. That the county will take her land and put it up for public auction. She figures out she's bound to lose the property. She'll sell.
Yeah, she's more worried about her boy.
Once we got the property, I'll turn big-hearted and drop charges against the boy. Here it is. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, this place gives me the creeps.
Hold it, you two. Stay where you are.
Nice shooting, Annie.
Tag, Oakley, I thought I told you to stay in that office. Now get on back there before you get hurt.
But Annie.
Go on.
All right.
Hey, for the horses.
Think you're safe there, Mr. Prince?
Let's see you come and get me out.
I'll angle this next one so it'll just part your hair. Now, I'm pretty sure I can place this one right in the middle of your forehead.
All right, Miss Oakley. I'll concede the point.
Thank you, Mr. Prince. Now, toss your gun out first.
It's all right, Annie. I got the other one. If you have a master's degree as a mining engineer, what were you doing teaching in a country school?
I got into trouble back east.
What kind of trouble?
Same thing. Trying to make a fortune fast.
Are we gonna be rich, Ma?
That's right, David. That cave on your property is loaded with cinnabar.
What's cinnabar, Mr. Prince?
It's a red mercury sulfide, the chief ore from which quicksilver is extracted.
You sure went to a lot of trouble to get it.
It was worth it, sir. Properly exploited, there's no end. Why go on? Lock me up.
Well, there's one comfort anyhow. At least you're not a teacher by profession. I'd sure hate to think of our younger generation being in the hands of people like you.
Oh.
Say, after such a hard day's work, you two kids ought to be tired.
We know. It's time to go to bed.
We're going to church early tomorrow morning and thank the Lord for our good fortune.
All right, Ma. Good night.
Good night.
Annie.
Good night, Tag.
We sure had the makings of two fine men there, don't we?
We sure do.